You already know it's going to be. When we mentioned the star player, it's Sparkle. I mean, what an outstanding performance on the pocket pick. You know he likes to play the Doomfist all the time. I made numerous mentions to it about how he has been buffed coming into this patch as well, that we're playing on the playoffs as well. Gets his cooldowns back faster in the ultimates, but that's not what makes Sparkle so good, honestly. It's an extra buff, I suppose, to him, but it's how he coordinates with the rest of the team, how he finds the right angles to engage. He's always at the right place at the right time, and he's getting immense amounts of work done.
Yeah, when the Fuel are at the... And it's a mirror matchup from both sides. The Reinhardt v Reinhardt with Sim and Mei. Early positioning gained here for the Fuel, and Fury already out of mech.
Yeah, that's a massive trade-off right there. Washington Justice not going to be really able to fight this at all. It's going to be essentially a 5v6 when Fury's on it. Another perfect Mei wall. Look at that. The Immortality Field comes through, but it's a little bit too late for that. The Washington Justice going to be toppling over as Mag and Decay end up falling at the beginning of the fight. Dallas Fuel in prime position now.
Into Decay's Sim. It's squishy. Decay has to stay alive and get value over time.
We'll see, he's right into the back line here, dropping around every single corner, but what an Earth Shatter! You've got to be kidding me. The team obviously follows up on that straight away. It was Sparkle, of course, who got the opening pickoff that they needed. But that is exactly what you need to try and turn around the tide of that fight. A good team fight win, going to be flipping control.
Sparkle again around the side, but he's been dodged.
Yeah, it's going to be going straight in, though, with a seismic slam. The punch as well has the meteor strike. Aggressive. And the cooldown. Set back up, baby. That's the patch for you. Already he's got his punch. The seismic slam dropping straight onto them anyway. Meteor strike doing a ton of work there as well. And Sparkle still, Hanbin sends the bomb straight over the top, and it was an instant Immortality Field to keep them up. Fearless answering one of his own, and there is no boot to stop him. The pin comes through, connects in the end. And it's a last-ditch Blizzard in the end. Will only connect onto Fearless there. Nice block to just try and keep this overtime going, but Assassin not going to be able to get too much done. That's going to be round number 1 going to the Dallas Fuel here.
The first round of the 2021.
See, not too many angles that he might be able to approach from. There's the teleport and the Am Matrix drops down, but he's already found it. Decay.
Justice are in prime position to tie this up.
Yep, TP straight up to the top there. You can see already, though, that's Doha going down. Earth Shatter does not connect, actually. It's going to be the uppercut of Sparkle that completely disrupts the flow of it. And he's already got into the backline. Decay so low, not enough to bring him down. It does send in that Self-Destruct Dome with the symbol again to split up the point. It's going to be matched with the Washington Justice once again. Decay still alive, by the way, still charging up and putting out so much work for them. Somebody needs to take care of him, otherwise he's just going to start absolutely tearing through everyone on the Dallas Fuel.
It's this slow pace from the Justice, just empowering Decay. As long as they can pocket him and keep him alive, he's doing so much work for them. Melts down the opposing Sim on the other side. There goes Jexa back to the respawn queue as well. And as Dallas throw in bodies, has Sparkle done enough with those 2 picks? It doesn't seem like it.
Teleport also gets destroyed, so any stragglers that are going to be coming back from the Dallas Fuel not able to get back into the fight fast enough. The Justice flip over the point. Now they engage very quickly to try and get this overtime going. There's the teleport right back onto the point. Straight away, Fearless dropping the shadow, but blocked once more by Mag. Markedo's still into the back and still putting in the good work here. Punch is not going to be connecting, but they still have the Meteor Strike. They still need to deal with Decay, though. Right up onto the side, falling so low. Okay, almost going down there, but already the Washington Justice. With the Blizzard splitting them all across, they've got enough damage and lockdown here onto the objective. The Dallas Fuel really didn't stand a chance into that one. It's going to be there. It's going to be 58% and counting for the Washington Justice, just steadily ticking up the progress. Ultimates available. Both these teams. Fearless goes in from the side. Teleport right into the Earth Shatter. It forces out that sound barrier very early on. Blizzard comes through from Doha, but again, they just speed boost back away from it, kiting it. The ultimate doesn't really get too much now. The Dallas Fuel needs something a little bit extra. That Matrix dropped through, but on the off angle being taken right from Assassin. He's locked up a bunch of them. Now Jexa eventually builds it up. Back.
What a wall!
Oh my goodness! Gets the Earth Shatter blocked off anyway. Denied in the end there by Doha. They've got the pick onto Assassin, and it might just be enough. Still beaming them all down. They need to deal with Decay, though. He's still alive in this fight, but eventually removed from it anyway. A couple of players left now for the Washington Justice. They are going to be rewarded with 96% in terms of the progress on the board. Dallas Fuel, what a mess at all. Right into the field. the beam, the aura right now that Decay is outputting with the Soundbar on top. The Washington Justice, they've got so much health on top of that. The damage is surely done now. Every single ultimate being thrown out by them. And this is the Washington Justice when they look best. Always heating up towards the end of the playoffs. And the Dallas Fuel can be coming off the back of that map. I'm wondering, oh my goodness, what has gone wrong? Why did we pick this team? Just going to try and disrupt it again, and that good power drive. Yeah, that power drive was fantastic when it comes to the timing of it, but he's been deleted. And there must have been a neutral hack, yeah, and they get the demake off of it. Wonderful, wonderful stuff there from Assassin. He's been kind of laughed at, honestly, at earlier points of the season in terms of his individual play on the Sombra, but definitely turning up here and now as the rest of the Dallas Fuel are just going to start toppling over.
No ability to punish Mag. Hacks coming out from Assassin are sublime, and the Dallas Fuel's composition crumbles. Mag had a Discord orb on him for the whole of that fight, and yet...
For a good position with the CMP, as you were saying. Always need to be careful of it, trying to put pressure on the Sparkle as well. There's a dive right up onto the top. The bubble is going to be dropping down onto the point as well. Now the Primal Rage committed. That's Mag going to be looking to lead his team in here. So the rally committed, Jex is going to be keeping his team nice and healthy with that one, but finally the EMP connects onto a lot of them. Washington Justice also going to be overlaying up that sound barrier, looking to try and follow up on this one, but Dallas Fuel also trading out with their own ultimates. Fielder still alive, pumping in the damage from afar. Traded 1-for-1 in the end. Still though, no one dealing with Fielder in the backline. The backline, look at that pressure. Fielder just backing up around the side. Falls back to the health pack though, he's going to be nice and healthy. Bebe actually committed the Coalescence into this one, but they haven't really been rewarded with anything. Dora also used the EMP at some point, not too sure who it really caught onto. Still, Fielder putting out this much damage, he's already built up the Transcendence, and he's going to be leading his team in with that one. Another team fight win for Dallas Fuel. Looking pretty good.
Last time, there's a little whip shot, stops Max engage, and Assassin, he catches both main tanks. Fearless cannot use Primal.
Yeah, both tanks locked up here. Can they burn any one of them down? Not quite, not enough time. Fearless ends up getting that Primal Rage off. Maybe a neutral hack on him, but closer, already down and out, and a massive bio nade sent right into the back there. Field this chaos.
This are going to require something enormous. The Primal is always good, but Mag so far has not been able to find value out of his engages, partly because of stuff like this. That hack is so crucial that Dora goes down.
Yeah, that's magical. Dora was looking for an EMP, but it's going to be the 1-for-1. Sparkle's still alive, ends up shutting him down. Fielder has built up this nano boost in time. Mag just trying to disrupt them, battle them around. The Primal Rage has to just jump away from that self-destruct, and that's the Dallas Fuel buying even more time for respawns to come back in. Justice now need to make a decision. Micro disengage out. They do have ultimates. They do want to come back into this.
If you just let the Justice push, it's going to be devastating. And so they go forwards. What a dodge!
I don't understand what happened there, but EMP, I think it got zero value. The Washington Justice, it's going to be a free couple of ultimates for them, but with Mag already down, they don't even want to commit into this fight. Both of the tanks are missing now as well. Fury gets demeked, but 20 seconds left. Despite that EMP, I'm not too sure if it got cleansed up or what. But now they're engaging anyway. The Soundbar are committed at the end of this fight. Washington Justice know that this is the only opportunity they've got. 8 seconds remaining. They have to touch the point to try and take this into the overtime now, but they've really used almost everything at their disposal.
Fearless with a Primal as well, a whip shot off the point, Assassin slept. Things are all going wrong here for the Washington Justice.
Out. Sparkle uppercut straight back up to the high ground to save you. The rest of this team is waiting for the cooldowns to come back off. Punch is going to be connecting. That's Mag pushed away once more. Decay's out, but he's going right back in again. Sparkle with the picks, one after another. Finding so much work when he switches over to the Doomfist there. And the Justice, they just did not have the right answers. The Dallas Fuel, wonderful tracking when it comes to the ultimates.
To play the point so often, making him a key target for the Dallas Fuel to exploit.
Right here, Fearless with the shatter. Tries to hop right round the corner, but Mag, yeah, far too aware. Goes for one of his own, does not get anything from it. That's the Amp Matrix committed, and now the support orders for Dallas. Oh, they're looking good. Dora right into the back. It's a perfect blizzard. He catches all of them. The Immortality Field saves him for but a moment, but it's not nearly enough. The Dallas Fuel, so much damage being chewed up and ate up by that sim wall, split right across the point. A last-ditch effort, but not enough once more. That's going to be the Dallas Fuel taking away Volskaya. Lazaria.
Yeah, Yeah, we've got a double bubble set up here, but this time Jax actually on Lucio. Wow! Assassin deleted. Not even had the opportunity to use Ice Block for whatever reason.
Still could be back into this one though here. Immortality Field forced out Decay very, very low, and he's going to be burst down in the end. That's Doha taking these slide off angles, just pumping in the damage with the arrows. Still trying to get that shield down as well, but the Washington Justice forced to back off and away. I think that may have been a set play right at the beginning as well, with Fielder with a Bionade up into the sky, and they timed it with Sparkle's initiation. Still, might not matter at the end of the day, with Fielder going down from that stray icicle. That's one way to get back into it. The Justice gonna hold on, another Immortality Field. Now the Matrix dropped down, Bebe does get it off. He's gonna be falling in at the end of it as well. Decay back onto the Tracer, gets taken out again from the arrow. Fearless offloading his Primal Rage, just needs to try and survive and deal with Fury.
I have tons of ultimate cycling. Oh, has he really not been scouted?
Yeah, Fearless just gets away with it, really. Jumps right onto them. Combos it up. Sparkle, Meteor Strike to try and survive as well. Did fall very, very low, but right into the corner. Decay, he's gone, missing from the fight. Fearless as well just follows up with a quick little 1-2 as Bebe will go down. Justice looking for a way back into this one here. Fearless just jumping straight on top of Assassin, taken out again. Too much burst damage to try and survive through, and again, just leaping right into the fray.
Archery skills, but now the real battle begins again. 4 minutes over that.
Punching Mag away there, bit of anti-synergy, but a big Bionode anyway. Catches them. Fielder onto 2. A huge setup for them, but eventually Fearless bursts it down regardless. Still, the Dallas Fuel with enough pickoffs that they are going to keep this card moving forward, even with Fearless missing out of the fight. Decay just trying to take as many players down as humanly possible here.
Work, and there's still the pick potential coming out from Doha.
Yep, and he's still just putting in the work. Another Dragon Strike splits them up all the way across. An Ice Block will keep Assassin alive for but a moment, but finally out of it, freed away, puts right back into the bottom of King's Row. See you later, and that's a grab. You're not going anywhere. Hanbin doesn't even get rewarded with the kills because they've all... Fearless. Hard Drive isn't going to get too much there, actually. Shielded by Magana. Oh, that may walk. That is a potent one, frozen up, locked up. Way too many stuns to deal with. Fearless just pinned against the pillar. Had nowhere to go there, and now it's Washington Justice with a lot of control over the map. Start to play over this objective, start to potentially tick it over, but the Dallas Fuel's comp is very good, just tiptoeing on and off, making sure that they can't get too much done. Sparkle just trying to get the damage done onto this support line, staying nice and healthy for the time being. I think that was the Immortality thrown out as well, and that's going to give them a bit of durability. Oh, still just waiting for the right timing on all of this one. Now,
there's the EMP.
The timing though is slightly off. Sparkle just can't engage with them, regardless of all of that though. Decay already down and out, but still. For him to be into this fight. The punch doesn't quite collect the kill down to Assassin. What a bomb from Fury. Well placed in the end. Fielder will fall, but the Dallas Fuel bodies to spare. Earthshatter there from Mag. Finding too many targets. In fact, they all just fly away at the moment. He doesn't get a kill with it. Flashbang though. Flash good. Disrupts the power drive coming through, but not enough save for Sparkle. Comes right round the side, and that's Decay blowing up straight away. Immortality Field is going to be committed, but already the Justice are being pushed right out of the vision of it. Big power drive straight into them with the Meteor Strike. Sparkle is just popping off. Oh my word.
That's a great headshot from Decay, and the engage comes through. Oh, this phenomenal one. Decay could not get around the corner.
Yeah, and Mag's shield just obliterated in the process. Going to be pinning, charging all the way out, trying to escape a lot of the...
Justice don't really have a comp that can speed boost or play proactively. Assassin with a great dodge, he can now use his ultimate.
Yeah, the Blizzard is going to get dropped down because he didn't get caught by that EMP. And
that makes the difference.
Oh my goodness. It is a difference maker indeed. With the Amp Matrix coming through, Mag, he picks up 2. And now, steadily pushing it forwards. They desperately don't want it to get to the overtime. They need to capture with a little bit on the board, surely. With the pressure, it's too much. The spawners of the Dallas Fuel are coming through, and they finally take him out.
Dallas Fuel just have to hold on for another 3 seconds. It's impossible for the Justice to be able to cap this one, but in overtime they would still have a chance, a hope. Decay with a kill onto Sparkle takes down the star player of the Fuel. Both of their tanks are weak as well, but Hanbin, he has the ult to be able to remake.
We've seen magic before from him, but already it's so hard. The Dallas Fuel, anyone they kill is just going to be spawning back into the fight, and with Mag and Assassin falling, it's looking inevitable. The overtime is definitely ticking down now as it's starting to get to the tail end of it. Decay does take out Fielder, but pushed away. Does not have the cooldowns to try and fight for much longer, and they are pushed off. Too late there. The Dallas Fuel are going to be taking away King's Row, and now they've gained a lead in this series. Fantastic spatial awareness. Fearless, though, just holding the shield. Start to try and swing away here. It's going to be the 1-for-1. The Immortality Field still up, though. Justice going to be alive and kicking. Now it's going to be that grab, just offloaded off to the side, connects onto a bunch of targets. But Closer just uses that sound barrier. Slightly better one at that. Mag, the Earth Shatter, connected onto the one. Sparkle showing off the techers as well. But the last shot didn't get the kill onto the target he was looking for because the ice block was in the way. Regardless of all of that, though, it matters not. Hanbin is going to be able to clean up.
Caught by Fielder, who was just recovering from an Earth Shatter. Are they even going to be able to touch the objective? Yeah, just about. Assassin is on there. He's at 90% of his ult.
Contested up, though. They're all so weak. Self-destruct right over the top. A lot of damage being done to them. That's another Earth Shatter, but only Jackson down on the ground. But that might be all they need. Still, Sparkle needs to try and convert this and turn it around. He's only got the one. Frozen up. Can't go anywhere. The Dallas Fuel struggling to try and edge this team fight out, but maybe with Fielder, maybe with the grab, maybe with the Bionate, they do it just in time. Wrangling it back into control, but for a few crucial seconds.
It's a good opportunity to use this nano onto Hanbin or onto Fearless. It could be game over for the Justice.
I mean, Hanbin just hasn't been punished. He's still holding onto his personal bubble, and now he's just taking the off angles. Rolling all the way over, and that's Fearless with the Earth Shatter from the back. It's a good soundbite from Closer to try and keep their team back into it, and they are going to return the fire. They take him out, but Hanbin's still alive, and another grab built up. The man is just popping off. Eventually taken down with Sparkle. He's fully charged up, and nobody's going to be able to withstand this beam. They've already dealt with Hanbin, but not with Sparkle.
Amazing attempt to contest the objective.
Cheeky teleport, honestly, up to the high ground, but the Symbol going to be splitting right across the cart. Over. Blizzard in hand. Does he want to offload this one? Yes, he does. Ultimate's used, though. Self-destruct over the top does not catch anyone, but the Blizzard certainly is. It's Mag and Assassin taken out. Now it should just be a classic cleanup for the Dallas Fuel, swinging away. Way too much healing. Russian Justice not going to be finding any picks.
It's a gorgeous Blizzard coming out from door.
Dallas Fuel, but they're knocking on the spawn doors all the way at the tail end.
Yeah, I mean, they are getting pulled in. The Justice can't come out the door, and even if they try and wrap around to the other side, there's a teleporter over there as well. That is a masterclass from the Fuel, and they finish with a minute on the clock.
It's a disengage from Dallas, so they're going to be able to get this free push. One last team fight, though, just before this objective, potentially now for them. You see the Symbol just dropped again. Sparkle just going to be trying to play around that to eat up a bit of the damage coming their way. What a shatter. I believe it's only Sparkle that went down, and there won't be a follow-up with the damage. Instead, the Blizzard is going to be doing a lot of work still. A good sound barrier. The timing on that from Jexa was almost perfect. It did keep him alive for about a moment, but with the damage already done, it's the Justice just cleaving through them now. Still, the fight continues, and it is starting to get very scrappy.
This is looking good, though, for Justice. They've kept this momentum rolling the entire time. They've just got to stop the clutch coming through from the Dallas Fuel. They're all moving in to try and buy time, and Sparkle is back on the Doom. That bomb does not find much, and the Fuel are still in this fight despite everything.
Yeah, they've lost so many players, but now the Ant Matrix is back online. What a seismic slam! Sparkle from around the side. Decay pushed all the way out of his team's line of sight, and they take him out straight away. The punch doesn't connect, but he's still doing good work, just switching over to the pocket picks. This guy, empowered. And Josh, I'm telling you right now, they buffed Doomfist, they buffed Genji. Someone on the Overwatch dev team is a fan of Sparkle.
The bubbles for him to be able to work with, and yet he's still getting max value out of this. Another huge engage as he dives in from the top ropes.
Yeah, and it's again, the Maywall from Doha is so good. Just completely splits them up right around the side. They've got nothing to deal with this. And yeah, Sparkle used all his cooldowns to engage, and then right back again. The Meteor Strike is going to be resetting them, but the fight's not over yet. The Justice, they're trying to use everything at their disposal to win this one out. Decay, going to be long for this world. He does get taken out. Enough damage was done. The Jexa is going to get the cleanup. 37 seconds left here, and the Justice, oh, they're scraping 8 up at the end of the day, but it is a struggle for them. Another engage comes off to the side there, and that's Bebe taken out. I think that was Sparkle doing the brunt of the damage. Blizzard is good though. Locks up a lot of the Dallas Fuel here, and they've already gotten enough pickups off of it. They can just clean up the rest of them. The Washington Justice should be able to sail this card a little bit deeper now to checkpoint B.
Excellent work from Assassin, so aware of where everybody is and the threats. It feels like the Justice of...
They can Closer, sends out that sound barrier, they're all so healthy. with Hanbin and Sparkle taken out. It's now up to Dallas, moving over to the stall picks. Fearless just trying to keep this one going, at least to buy a bit of time for his team to come back into it, but not enough. It's going to be the capture there for the Justice. I'll tell you what, being quite impressive closer over the course of the series. I think he's stepped up over the course of his, compared to his regular season performance, massively with the timings of this, but already to brawl outside the gates, Dallas Fuel on the defense. This time they do get the opening picks that they need, but they lose Fielder in the process. Even if they win this team fight out, the Justice is just going to wait, come back in. It's a 6v5. Not a lot of time to do so, though. Some cooldowns from the Justice, but they don't bite. And now the fight takes place. Overtime kicking off. Good wall. Going to be splitting them up once more, but now the Outmatrix off onto the side. What a freeze. Immortality Field again, though. Perfect from Field. It keeps his team up. But is there going to be anything for this Blizzard? Well, it doesn't look likely. Already the team fight's gone the way of the Dallas Fuel there, and that is, well, every ultimate committed. They know that the team fight is done and dusted. The overtime trickles down. They're going to be stopping him just at the corner here. Far at all for them to try and push this one in. You can see the Justice a bit patient in their approach, but that is a good wall. Splits them all up. Doha potentially forcing out some cooldowns, and already that's the pick. The Immortality Field from Bebe just missed the mark. I don't think it caught onto Max, so taken out early in this fight. Fury's going to be next as well, and the more they stagger, the less likely it looks here for the Justice.
Fury has to give his life there, though, just to slow down the objective. It's going to be ×3 on the payload, and the Dallas Fuel haven't even got it into overtime here. The Justice are not just going to have to win one team fight, they've got to win multiple. And that means Fury has to come back on Wrecking Ball. This is crazy scenarios. And they don't touch! They don't touch! Oh!